Yeah, hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match in the dark.
Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Brucelee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Brucelee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Brucelee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed, it was the charisma, it was the approach of Brucelee that made him so special. And tonight, he's gonna look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yip Man. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 141 pounds, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Big. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway. Let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is. And this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
Lee gets caught with that punch. Sound defense there as he blocks the shot. Goes to the body with the knee. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Connects with a right. All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab... Oh!
His misses are entertaining. Punches blocked. Telegraph that spinning back fist. Nice punch there by Lee.
That was a thudding leg kick. That right hand hurt him a little bit. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
2 minutes have expired here in our opening round. Oh, caught him flush with the head kick.
What a kick by this young man. He does a great job of disguising that technique, and before you know it, boom, he landed. Can't take many of those, you better check. Ooh, what a punch. He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed. Head kick.
Pretty good right hand.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed. Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, that's a hell of a kick right there. He told us Thursday that he was going to be kick heavy tonight, and that is certainly a step in the right direction.
He is landing that strike. He's very effective with it.
The punch coming, it's blocked.
Oh, big head kick.
Nice switch kick.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, and there he goes again, working off that beautiful jab. He continues to keep his opponent at distance.
I mean, keeps him at bay with that beautiful, precise jab. It is like a piston. It goes in and out, and before his opponent can even realize what hit him, he's already hitting him with another one.
Right.
I love watching this man fight because of that beautiful, educated jab.
Try to establish that jab.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Just missed on the front kick there.
Take a seat. Listen, I need you to stay a little bit more active, a little bit more movement. Keep that head moving. I need you to get behind that jab and start setting up those kicks. Let's look.
All right, round two is now upon us. Pretty competitive first 5 minutes, I thought.
It's exactly what we expected. We expected when we saw this on the match sheet that these two guys would evenly match. Let's see who really takes control as we go into the second round. Dig and kick.
And he landed the right hand there. Whiffs on the right hand. All right, right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man. Let this guy have the whole thing. That one's nice strike.
Keep moving. And then take shot. Now, take shot.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
He loaded up there on that high kick. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Beautiful head kick.
Lee going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Blocks that strike. Right punches there. Just over 3 minutes to go. Swing and a miss by Lee. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round 1, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round 2.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Well, that nose isn't gonna be able to take too many more as he doubles up on the jab there.
So good to watch MMA evolve and watch guys now fight behind the jab.
Oh, man, that's a nice kick right there.
He's doing a great job of landing that kick over and over again.
Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body. And he continues to work the body here.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks. Nice straight punch.
Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Lee. Just unable to quite find that range. Oh, huge block. Trying to do damage now with the kick, that's a miss. Oh, beautifully placed with the lead left hand. Massive head kick.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. Liver kick.
Oh, good job defensively to block the strike there by Lee. Big roundhouse now, just misses. Right hand on point.
Nice punch there.
They continue to exchange. Missed with that right hand. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Well-placed kick there by Lee. Oh, huge knee to the head.
Right under the elbow. Right hand punches the clinch.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes it stop throwing. Oh, nice jab.
All right, well, that was a crazy round. I don't know if we should laud the chin of his opponent or give him the credit for landing head kick after head kick.
When the head kicks land this often on the video game, It's because player one understands the game much better than player two. Tell your friend how to play the game, teach him how to block, or teach him how to throw the head kick too. Big kick lands.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. He's looking for that left hand, not there.
Come on, buddy, keep your hands up, let's go.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, he landed that knee to the midsection. Gotta think his opponent's gonna feel that one in the morning.
And he's gonna continue to throw that strike because he knows that his opponent can't take many of them.
Whiffs on that offering. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
Big punch lands. Ooh. There's no give on that leg kick. Oh, nice right hand. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Big kick.
Throwing that jab, no good.
Yes, they heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton. And to watch his punch like this puts a smile on my face.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Nice body shot there.
Nice kick.
Body kick now by Lee. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it. He was high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off. Beautiful punch. Look at the angle of that nice body kick. You better get that elbow down or you're going to keep blasting those body kicks right into your ribs.
Lee gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Big head kick lands. Nice looping punch. Beautiful leg kick thrown. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Now connects with a right. Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side. Trying to hammer that big leg. Muay Thai plump.
Massive knee to the body land. Look at the force behind that leg kick. Nice sneaky head kick. Came from inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night as that landed.
Lee gets caught with that punch.
Oh, man, head kick lands.
Oh, that's a good right hand. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship round.
Nice job. I thought you were going to knock him out of the octagon. This round, I need you to push me to move.
All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have 2 legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combination, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, nice job to block the kick.
Punch over the top.
Back and forth we go. Looking to land the right just out of range. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches. He loaded up on that right there, too. What a tricky head kick.
Would you look at the size of that bruise on his body? His opponent will likely continue to attack.
Big head kick lands.
Lee gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Right hand upstairs. Got clipped with the right hand. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Ooh, what a punch. Big head kick.
Looping left hand misses the target. Oh, and he caught the kick. Just over 2 minutes now to go.
Big leg kick lands.
All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Oh, caught him with a head kick. That at least partially landed.
Oh my goodness, he got kicked in the head and he's still standing.
Well, DC, no denying he's winning this fight, and it's got to feel pretty good if you're a fighter. You put in the work, and it all comes together on fight night.
When it all comes together, nothing feels better. To go out there and implement the game plan that you guys have worked on in training camp, and it goes as desired, nothing feels better. Beautiful kick. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, that right hand is on point. Just missed on the high kick there.
Nice punch landed.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. He blocks the shot. Visibly limping here. Right hand upstairs. Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man.
10 seconds remaining here in round 4.
Beautiful body kick.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's gonna stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
No big deal. Just a little scratch. Don't mind the blood. You do need you to protect yourself.
You ready? You ready?
It is the 5th and final round.
Real sneaky body kick. Big punch landed through the middle.
Oh, how about it? Huge kick landed.
Oh, nice right hand.
Lands the right hand. Just misses with the punch by Lee.
What a body kick.
Good work blocking the knee. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Lee's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there.
Nice body kick.
Back and forth we go here. Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Oh, and now he lands the knee. I'm not sure his opponent saw that coming.
Didn't see it coming because he does such a great job of just throwing it. He doesn't have any tell when he's going to throw a knee. Oh, big head kick lands.
Oh, head kick. Superman punch lands. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, looked like he might have been in range, but misses with the kick.
Liver kick.
Now a knee to the body.
Nice. Nice leg kick.
Thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent in, tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick. Still nice body kick lands.
And they separate.
As he gets close, he's out of the kicking.
Lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about Gung. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Look at the whip action that comes from just throwing that kick.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Just missed with the left there.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's going to lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops. There is no more strategy. There is no more time to try to set up the punch. You got to just start letting everything fly. Beautiful strike.
Nice 1-2 there. to go in the fight. Oh, he lands the Superman punch.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
30 seconds to go here.
Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. That can't feel good.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Back and forth we go. Nice combination of strikes to the body. He really has made it a point to attack that part of his opponent. So far, so good.
Not looking for the knockout early. He understands that the longer the fight goes, the body strike will become even more important.
What else can you say but what a fight? All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce
We go
Buffer.
to the judges' scorecards for decision. All three judges score the contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
All right, congratulations to him. He is your winner by unanimous decision and certainly a dominant performance here tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job of just dictating and controlling all the engagements of this fight. His opponent never really had an opportunity to lead the dance. He did that from start to